Welcome to How to Chart Your Finance Leadership Career Path, a panel discussion brought to you by the Controllers Council. My name is Neil Brown, Executive Director of the Controllers Council, and before I introduce our expert panelists and our partner sponsor, let me share some brief housekeeping items. We'll have Q&A at the end of the presentation, so please use your GoToWebinar control panel to ask our experts questions. Next, this webinar is CPE eligible with 3 polling questions, so please answer each poll for CPE or to benchmark your peers. If not seeking CPE, please allow 1 week for CPE certificates. Also regarding CPE, you'll receive a brief survey directly after the webcast today, so please complete. And finally, you'll receive a link to this webcast via email in the next 24 hours, so no need for notes or screenshots. I'd like to say a word about our partner and sponsor, BILL, NYSE BILL, a leading financial operations platform for small and mid-sized businesses, SMBs. BILL's integrated platform helps businesses to more efficiently control payables, receivables, spend and expense management. Hundreds of thousands of businesses rely on BILL's proprietary member network of millions to pay or get paid faster. Headquartered in San Jose, California, BILL is a trusted partner of leading U.S. financial institutions, accounting firms, and accounting software providers. For more information, visit bill.com. With that, I'm very pleased to introduce our expert panelists, truly a dream team of professionals, Brenna Albert and Christine Gu. Brenna is Global Controller of Medline Industries, a Chicago-based healthcare manufacturer and distributor with more than 14,000 employees in 125 countries. Prior roles included executive vice presidencies, corporate controllerships, treasury tax, SEC reporting, including such luminary companies as Lexmark, Eastman Chemical, Cushman & Wakefield. Brenna was an accounting instructor and a high school math teacher. She earned an MBA from the University of Chicago, a master's in accounting from East Tennessee State University, and a BA and a BS mathematics from University of Southern California. She is a CPA as well. And I'm very pleased to mention that Brenna was the Controllers Council 2021 National Controller of the Year. Christine Gu is SVP Finance and Chief Accounting Officer of San Francisco-based Clarify Health Solutions. Christine resides in Mountain View, California, and is an active CPA with more than 20 years of finance and accounting experience. Her prior roles included VP of Finance, Chief Accounting Officer, Corporate Controller, and a public accounting career at KPMG. Her experience includes both private and public companies, from startups to multi-billion-dollar companies. She now specializes in building and scaling startups to public-ready and has managed multiple IPOs and SPACs. She earned a BA accounting from San Francisco State University. And I'm also very pleased to mention that Christine was our 2022 Controllers Council National Controller of the Year. Welcome, Christine and Brenda. Thank you for participating. Shall we go on video? All right.
Hi, everyone.
So yes, welcome. So with that, let's go ahead and get right to our questions. Let's start out with you, Christine. Tell us about your roles and responsibilities in your current company.
Yeah, so first of all, I wanted to take the opportunity to thank Neil and Controller Council. I need to be part of the panel. Feel really honored and privileged and have a chance to collaborate with Brianna on this topic. So about myself, I basically manage all financial activities of the organization and reports to CEO. My responsible area includes like financial planning, budgeting, financing, company financing, fundraising, accounting, financial reporting, treasury, equity administration, risk management, internal control, audit, tax, as well as board communication and investor relations. So those are kind of my primary responsibilities for my current role.
So like everything in the whole department.
Yeah, everything in the finance and accounting.
All right, Brenna, how about yourself?
So I'm currently a VP Global Controller at Medline. So I report to our Chief Financial Officer. So Medline is a multinational private equity owned corporation, and the company's been in business for many decades and has over $21 billion in annual revenue. So a pretty large company. And I oversee all of the accounting, financial reporting, BI analytics for finance, and have a global controllership team around the world.
Excellent. All right, well, let's take a look at our question about career paths, including any nuances. Brenna, do you want to start that?
Sure. So Neil, again, thank you for putting this together. Excited to participate in the panel with Christine today. So yeah, as you mentioned in the introduction, my career path is a little non-traditional to get here to where I sit today. So I actually did start out in mathematics education, so taught high school, then went back to school, got my master's in accounting, and had the good fortune to teach full-time as a lecturer, teaching financial accounting, teaching accounting for finance majors, which was a great experience. I was balancing that with interning at Eastman Chemical Company and their external reporting technical accounting groups, and again was offered a full-time role there, and then the rest is, I guess, history, if you will. I really built the foundation of my career in those kind of niche, sort of specialized areas. So the external financial reporting, telling the story of the business, being subject matter expert in various technical accounting areas, so including debt, equity, derivative accounting, mergers and acquisitions, revenue recognition, pension, accounting changes, equity, all of those good things. And, just was willing to make some career moves in order to take on roles of increasing responsibility and breadth. Similar to Christine, I actually also have a bit of history with, taking companies from private to public. So I've done that a couple of times in the past. So I've done the private equity sponsored traditional IPO, Cushman & Wakefield, so really built that financial reporting, technical accounting team from scratch. Had no peers or team members when I started. And then 3 years later, we were a public company, and then joined the startup world. So a hyper growth company, Cresco Labs, and went from under 50 million in revenue when I started to almost 800 million in revenue 3.5 years later. And again, build out those teams and really almost all the finance functions except for FP&A, during my tenure there. And, I would say what I've enjoyed most about my career is just the ability to continue to learn new things and to build and develop people, kind of linking back, to my early career as a teacher, right? I kind of feel like I've come circle in that regard, where I have a good balance in my career of solving intellectually challenging problems, right? Driving strategy for the team, and also, being able to balance that with, mentoring, development, and, really teaching others, right, about what we're doing here in controllership. Now that I'm at another private equity sponsor company, right, where, we're seeking to mature our financial processes and be ready for an exit at some point in the future.
Awesome. Well, let's get to our first polling question.